What sort of fate are you trying to weave with your choices, Leo? That is the question that Spirit asked as I sat down to read your cards today. So, big picture, big vision. What are you trying, what sort, your choices, think of them as individual threads. What choices are weaving into the tapestry of your fate, your destiny? We could think of fate as the thing that happens when we move through life unconsciously, while we just kind of go by our habit, go by the pattern that was sort of installed in us, versus creating our destiny by staying as conscious as we can, as often as we can. Conscious while we're washing the dishes, conscious of what the sponge feels like and the temperature of the water and the texture of the dish. You know what I mean? That could sound like, okay, what is that going to do to the tapestry of my fate? The more present we are, the more brilliant we are. The more present we are, the more access to our genius that we have. The more that we are on autopilot, the more that we tend to move toward the, perhaps the path of our ancestors or etc., where it's like, well, this is, how I was taught to think of myself, so my choices tend to bend me naturally in this direction away from attention or toward trouble. Or do you know what I'm talking about? How conscious are you of each daily choice that you are making, and what amazing destiny could you weave? Even just saying, in February, I have this intention. And what if I made each choice always recalling this intention to be compassionate or to be generous or to be open to the brilliance that the universe is always offering? Fill in the blank. Truly play with this, okay? Okay, let's get into some cards. Hi, Leo. Happy to see you. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. So, we're going to pull some cards to look at the story of your month. We will pull a persona card to see which aspects of you that Spirit is calling forward and bringing your attention to, what qualities and aspects of yourself that they want to remind you of for your highest good. We want to look at the past, Spirit, only as it pertains to the present and the unfolding future. Whatever Leo people need to know for their highest good, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, Leo and fifth house dominant people, Spirit, the creators, the performers, the leaders and monarchs. Spirit, what do Leo people tuned into this video need to know in the month of February? Again, that past as it pertains to the present. We want to know where Leo stands in the present and how the future is unfolding from this moment. Spirit, we want to know what kind of climate, what kind of energy that they are working with. And we would love your guidance on how Leo can best navigate everything that shows up this month for their highest good, for their ease, peace, abundance, joy, and fulfillment, Spirit. What do Leo people need to know, Spirit? Any likely outcomes? And the key, Spirit, to unlocking the best possible month for Leo people, Spirit. What is showing up for Leo, and what do they need to know about it for their highest good? Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising and dominant people, Spirit. For their highest good, what do you want to bring to their attention? Thank you. If you are looking for clarity, clarity is available. But you have to let the excess go. And there is some excess here. We need to be a little bit more intentional in the way that we're cultivating. Okay, let's talk about it. Woo! So, first things first, you come through as a Page of Pentacles this month. Love to see that, because a page is a very, it's a great student. And you know who become the greatest teachers and leaders are the best students. The ones who are like, oh, I love to learn and I'm always learning. And there's always more to learn. So for any of you Leos who might identify with the fixed aspect of being a Leo, where it's like, I already know what I know. I don't need to like explore more. I don't need to learn more. Spirit would encourage you to open up your mind to new skill sets, to new ways of looking at the world that could inspire a little bit more fun, a lot more growth, and a lot more clarity. A lot more clarity. I feel like a lot of Leo people are in need of, it's a little bit of like less is more, a little bit of that, okay? So sitting in the past, beautiful card, Six of Cups. I see joy, I see fun. Some of you playing with your kids. Some of you are, you know, the child of the zodiac, which Leo is. So playing with your playmates. Six of Cups is a really nostalgic card as well. So maybe some of you have just had like a visit with old friends or siblings or things like that that kind of like brought a sense of renewal. And sometimes the good times, even when they're in the recent past, can feel very stark when we are not in that moment anymore. And it's like it can feel far away. And that's what I feel is happening for some of you. Nine of Swords is sitting in the present moment. Anxiety, overthinking it. There's a lot on your mind. There's a lot on your mind. There's a lot of things I feel like you are coming up against, or kind of like, you know, the Seven of Wands is sitting over in the potential outcomes. Now, Seven of Wands is something good to see, especially when we have a Seven of Cups, a Seven of Cups and a Nine of Swords, where it's like there's a bit much, but Seven of Wands is letting us know you do have what it takes to contend with it. You still have the higher ground. You can still handle everything that is coming at you. But I feel like you need a little bit of, it's like one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I literally cannot solve all of these problems in this moment. And if I kind of make that my barometer for how well I'm doing, I'm also going to feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. You know what I mean? And so there comes this kind of like negative reinforcement loop that can happen when we feel overwhelmed and like I can't take care of everything, and maybe that means I can't take care of anything. It's like, no, 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 you just literally can't take care of everything all the time. You know what I mean? Even if you want to, even if you're Leo, and even if you feel like, but I can. Even Leos need help, right? Even Leos have, with all their power and all their energy and all their ability, even they reach points where they feel overwhelmed. And if you are feeling a little overwhelmed, it's probably because you're putting a little bit too much on your plate. Seven of Cups is the clarifier for the Nine of Swords, but clarifier is like a misnomer in this case because it's a muddier of the waters, right? It's all the options, all the things I feel like you were trying to figure out and do and complete all of the things. And your guidance, Ace of Swords, is let's take care of one thing at a time. Let's cut through Nine of Swords, got to do this, 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 this. Okay, what's step one? What is one thing that we could cross off of the list? Make this one phone call to confirm this piece of information, or fill out and submit this one thing. Okay, cool. We did that. That's one thing. Emperor is sitting in the climate and energy around you. A great, manager. Setting the rules, creating some discipline. Spirit is saying you need some no-brainers. You need some no-brainers. Right now, it's kind of like you are... How can I put this? Spirit is talking about the difference between your hard drive and your RAM, your random access memory. Random access memory in the computer is how fast is it able to bring up this, that, start this program, open this software, right? And the hard drive is like all of the stuff that you need to know and remember forever, right? And if you're trying to use your RAM Like, basically, nothing's written down, nothing's plotted out. You are at all times like starting from zero. And so, of course, everything is a lot slower to open up. The answers come a lot slower because you've just got too damn much open right now. Okay, too many tabs, too many programs, too many pop ups. We need to shut it down. We need to go back to basics. The emperor is the king of go back to basics. Chop wood, carry water. What is your routine? Do you have a routine? Maybe this could be part of the issue if you don't, where it's like everything is all over the place, everything is scattered, who knows when stuff will get taken care of, but I know I'll do it because I'll find a way. I just don't want you to exhaust yourself. And I think now would be a great time to open yourself up to new different ways of making your decisions and even getting some of your information. And I'm going to use the phrase, let go, let God. The star, beautifully, reassuringly, is sitting in your future. The star is not the sun, where we understand everything and everything makes total sense and we know exactly what to do and we can see, oh, there's a tree and there's a bramble and let me step over that. No, we're still navigating in the dark. And what do we do when we navigate in the dark? We don't run full tilt as fast as we can through the unfamiliar woods in the middle of the night. We navigate very carefully and we quiet. We quiet ourselves. We don't have the same, we can't use our eyes as the same way that we can when the sun is out. So we have to tune in and refine our other senses and use them. Your intuitive sense, your connection to God, your connection to spirit, your connection to, and when I say God, I mean even the God, the little slice of God that is the soul inside of you, your divine spark, your star. Clearing out all of this intellectual noise. Did you hear how quiet it got outside right when I said that? It's funny. I'm in Austin, Texas, and there's a lot of traffic right outside my little apartment, and everything just got really quiet when I said that. Because when we get really quiet, when we meditate, or we pray, or we say, God, I've tried as hard as I can, to figure out the answer to this question, to write this paper, to finish this project, to decide what it is I need to do next, and I just can't figure it out. And you know what, God, whenever that happens, I'm reminded that I need to leave it to you. And you know what? I'm going to get up right now. I'm going to go get a glass of water. I'm going to have a little snack. I'm going to take a walk. And then I think I'm going to come back and I'm going to take a nap. And God, I'm going to leave this one to you. And then you find out if in your walk or your long bath or your meditation or your prayer that up, now that it is freed from all of the conscious demands of like, I have to figure this out, I have to figure this out, I have to figure this out, I have to make the right choice, I have to do the right thing. Up through all of that noise, when it ceases, up to the top can bubble. This is what to do next. This is what I want to let go of. This is what I want to change. So less is more. Make things a no-brainer. Create a simple chop wood, carry water routine. Take simple steps, gentle steps, Page of Pentacles. Chop wood, carry water. Plant a seed, you water it, you weed it. The rest takes care of itself. Watering and weeding. Am I watering and weeding my life? Am I clearing away things that are invasive, habits, thought patterns that are invasive that would choke the life out of the fate I'm trying to weave? And am I watering and nurturing and caring for the habits and thought patterns and aspects that I love and I want to grow? Chop wood, carry water. Eight of Cups is sitting in the key position saying there may be an aspect of your life that you have once loved. You poured a lot of love and time and attention and affection into this habit or this way of being or this relationship. And ultimately, you are coming to a decision that it is no longer helping you grow. If that is one of the intuitive hits that comes forward as, wow, this habit, or again, this interaction or this way of being or this relationship is cheating me out of my ability to grow. And ultimately, even though it's very difficult, I have to walk away from this if I'm going to get this new, amazing, beautiful, miraculous, divinely appointed future that the star says is showing up for me. I want to point out that the star is number 17, which reduces to number 8. So it is the grandmother of all the 8s, okay, in the tarot. The 8 of Cups is a card about taking a leap of faith. This person is leaving behind the 8 cups that they took all this time to fill with something that was once very precious to them. But ultimately, what was in there has grown stagnant. So some aspect of your life, a career path, a relationship, a habit has grown stale and stagnant and is actually, every time you go to sip it, there's less satisfaction and there's more stagnation. The hookup, that's like you go and you hook up with somebody because you don't want to be alone, but when the thing is over, you actually feel lonelier than ever. The drink that customarily you would go home and have your drink to feel better or to have less anxiety, but actually now you have more. These are 8 of Cups kind of vibes. What is that for you? And the courage to walk away from it takes you toward the star, takes you toward, I never could have imagined this. I never could have foreseen this. I never could have seen this coming like I could with the sun. It's even more miraculous and God-based than that. That's just what they're saying. Like, oh, this sounds so strange, Leo. So forgive me that words are cumbersome, but it's like in sacrificing something that you know is holding you back from being the wholest of yourself, you will have an experience of God if you let that go, where it's like God drops something into your life or into your lap or into your mind or heart that is unmistakable. That's just what they're saying. Damn. Damn. Okay. You let me know, Leo. Please, please. I'm very curious. Comments, questions, suggestions. If you ever want a personal reading, the way to do that is also just south of this video. I appreciate you deeply, Leo. I really hope that this reading arrives in divine timing and triggers something powerful for you that brings you into miraculous divine alignment. That's what I see here. Thanks for being here, Leo. If I don't see you next week, I hope I see you even sooner than that. Much to come. Till then, bye, Leo.